Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. First of all, people in New York, you guys dodged a bullet. Thank God. My prayers and thoughts are with you guys. Wow, that was close. I'm sure all of you already know this by now, but there was this dude by the name of Ullah who decided to plan a terror attack in the city of New York, and it backfired on him. The dude ended up blowing up his own family jewels. It's poetic justice, man. I mean, if the dude does get his 72 virgins, he's gonna be upset either ways. So that's the news. Thank God that a tragedy was avoided. It could have been much worse, but it did bring into an important aspect of the political discussion that should be talked about more, and that's exactly what I want to talk to you guys about today. This thing called diversity visa and chain migration. Now, I have spent the first 25 years of my life in Bangladesh. Yeah, I'm from the same country where that dude is from. Whew, that sucks. But anyways, so a lot of you guys who are living in America, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with diversity visa, and if you are, I'm not sure to what extent. But growing up in Bangladesh, that visa program was something that a lot of us at home got to see up close. Especially we got to see the kind of people who would use that particular program. Now, the diversity visa program is essentially you sign up your name for a lottery, and that's it. That's about it. America, that has the best real estate in the world, where everyone wants to stay, and the selection criteria is fortune. That's not right, but that's just how it is. Now, here's the other side of the diversity visa aspect that Americans might not be familiar with. Let's talk about the applicant pool. Now, a lot of people in my country, a lot of people I know, came to the United States through the diversity visa program. Now, what are the kind of people that apply for the diversity visa program? Generally, in my experience back home, people that have like a good career, let's say a doctor or an engineer or some other professional, they're not going to leave their whole career to be transported to the United States. Don't get me wrong, living here is amazing. But people who have an established career at home will not want to start from ground zero in a foreign country in most cases. Think about the students, people who are halfway through their education or in some parts done with their education. They would not want to be transported to a foreign country and start from scratch, right? A lot of the applicants for the diversity visa program are generally from very rural areas. They are not part of the skilled labor force in our country. Generally, a lot of them are struggling to find employment in our country, and they are generally the primary applicants in the diversity visa program. A lot of them don't have proper education, and a lot of them don't have proper skills to compete in the job market, either in Bangladesh and definitely not in the United States. A lot of them, when they come here, they go into enclaves of their own country. A lot of the Bangladeshi people that I know stay in a part of New York called Jackson Heights. If you're unfamiliar with Jackson Heights, it is almost a predominantly Bangladeshi inhabited neighborhood. The road signs are in Bangla, the restaurants are, all Bangladeshi restaurants, and all that's fine. The problem is, if you talk to a lot of these people, you'd realize a lot of them don't even speak English. Now, what's the problem? These people cannot assimilate into the great American experiment even if they want to. So that always creates a barrier between these people and the rest of the United States. And even if you're a fan of multiculturalism, you have to understand a system where a certain group of people in society or in a city cannot even interact with another group of people in the same city is generally not a good sign. Now let's talk about another aspect of the diversity visa program, which is screening applicants. You have to understand that Bangladesh is a third world country. Our legal system is not as advanced as it is in the United States. There are many hate crimes committed in Bangladesh. A lot of them are motivated by religion. Some of them are motivated by politics. The criminals behind most of these hate crimes are never caught, which means there are a lot of people in the country that should have a criminal record but don't. Now that's a problem. We see this particular instance, it is said that this person does not have a criminal record. That does not necessarily mean something, because if he was part of a rural part of the country, chances are a lot of criminals don't have criminal records. There are certain things that Americans need to take into consideration while screening these people. And also, a lot of these people come from an environment where they're already pre-radicalized because they're from a rural part of the country where there is a greater impact of religion, and they're just easy targets. And then after they're radicalized, they come into the United States, which is not good for anyone. Now, these debates, these conversations are uncomfortable because a lot of people don't want to have them because they might appear to be racist. But that's not a good excuse. I would urge all of you guys to have this conversation, and if you're an American citizen, it is your responsibility to make sure that this cultural experiment called the United States gets protected in its integrity. And that means you have to make sure that the people coming in can be screened, and you definitely have to make sure that the best of the lot come in, not just people who are lucky. Well, that's just my opinion. If you guys got anything out of it, please leave a like rating below, and if you guys want to see this politically incorrect foreigner crack more holes into the liberal logic, subscribe to the channel below. That's it for this time, you guys. I'll see you guys next time, and stay safe and take care.